My beloved child, today I come to speak directly to your heart, for you were chosen before the foundation of the world. Know that when God chooses you, He places in you a special purpose, a mission that few can comprehend. Before we continue, activate the bell and give your like. This is important to make this message reach other hearts that also need to hear it. Beloved, perhaps you have already felt a gentle voice in your heart, a calling that pushes you forward even when everything seems too difficult. This calling is real, and even if you face struggles, even if the road is hard, remember, God is with you. I see your silent tears, feel your pain, and know every battle you face. It is not by chance that you feel different from others. It is not a coincidence that your heart carries a weight that others seem not to understand. Yes, there will be moments of solitude. Amidst the battles, it may seem that no one is by your side, that no one understands the depth of your pain and effort. You may even ask yourself, why am I going through this? Has God forgotten me? But listen well. God never abandons His chosen ones. He sees your heart, knows every tear, and hears every silent prayer. Do not think that God chose you for suffering, but rather for victory. And sometimes He allows you to face storms to make you stronger, more resilient. You are not alone, nor have you been forgotten. On the contrary, it is precisely in the midst of trials that He works most in your favor. Everything is within God's purpose. I am your shepherd, and you need not fear. When doubts arise, when fear tries to dominate your heart, remember these words. He is the one who guides your steps, even when you do not understand where you are going. With every challenge, God is shaping you, perfecting you, preparing your spirit for something greater. There will be days when you feel tired, when the weight seems greater than you can bear. In those moments, look up. Remember that your strength does not come from yourself, but from the one who called you, who chose you. He never fails and will never let you fall. The Lord is my refuge, my fortress. Repeat these words with faith. When the battles seem unbearable and the weight of trials brings you to your knees, remember, God is your rock, your safety. He is the one who strengthens you when your strength is gone, who welcomes you when the world seems cold and distant. Every struggle you face is known by Him, and nothing happens without His permission. You may not see it now, but these battles are preparing you for something grand. When God chooses you, He also empowers you. He gives you the courage to move forward, even when everything around you tries to make you give up. Because it is precisely when you feel weak that God makes you strong. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not let the voices that try to discourage you bring you down, nor the doubts that whisper in your mind. God's choice for your life is firm and unwavering. You are called for something greater, and nothing can take you away from that purpose. Even if, in the eyes of the world, the journey is difficult, remember, in the eyes of God, you are precious. There will be days when the struggles seem more intense and you may question, why me, Lord, why this burden? Know that God knows every step of your journey. He understands the motives of your heart, the pain you hold in silence, and the battles you face alone. And in moments of greatest weakness, greatest anguish, God extends His hand and lifts you up. He is the God of promises, the one who never fails. The Lord says, I will be with you every day until the end of time. So, beloved son, dear daughter, when the journey seems too long and the road hard, remember, you are not walking alone. Every step you take is observed by God, and He is by your side, supporting you in the moments when you feel you cannot go on. Understand that trials have a purpose. God does not allow you to face these battles in vain. He knows what He is forging in you. It is through difficulties that He strengthens your faith, that He shapes your character and renews your hope. And although it may be hard to believe, all of this is preparing you for something much greater than you can imagine. In dark days, when loneliness approaches and discouragement tries to take over your heart, listen to the gentle voice of God saying to you, I am with you. I have chosen you. He has not forgotten you. On the contrary, He is always by your side. Even when silence seems to dominate, know that God is working in your favor. Rise up with confidence, knowing that you are chosen. And as such, you have a mission that only you can fulfill. God entrusted this path to you because He knew you could walk it. He knew that with His strength, you would overcome every obstacle, every struggle. When you feel weak, remember God's promises. He promised to be with you every day, every step. This is the assurance that you do not need to fear the future. The one who chose you is faithful to fulfill what He has promised. Continue to trust even when everything seems difficult, for God is with you, and He will strengthen you until the end. Always remember, when God chooses you, He also equips you to endure and to win. Perhaps you feel that the difficulties are too great, But know that for every battle, God gives you the spiritual weapons you need. He equips you with faith, with courage, with hope. I am the one who sustains you with my right hand. These are the words of the Lord, so that you will not be afraid. When you are chosen, you carry with you a strength that the world does not understand, a peace that surpasses human understanding. Even when storms arise, you stand firm because it is God who holds you. Even in the darkest nights, when it seems the light is far away, trust. The dawn will come and victory will be with you. God is the one who turns tears into joy, who renews the weary strength, who lifts the fallen and strengthens the weak. Every struggle you face now will be a testimony of the glory that is to come. You are special to God. He sees every effort, every prayer, every internal struggle that no one else sees. And He rejoices in your perseverance, in your faith amidst difficulties. Know that nothing escapes the Father's eyes. He knows your story, your past, your present, and your future. He knows exactly what He is doing in your life. Allow God to continue guiding your steps. Do not give up. The journey may be long, but the reward is great. God has prepared for you an eternal purpose, something that goes beyond any temporary difficulty. And when you look back and see everything you have overcome, you will realize that every tear, every battle was a step toward the victory God has prepared for you. Stay strong, for the one who chose you is faithful to fulfill each of His promises. When you understand that each battle is a preparation, you will see that nothing you have faced has been in vain. God is building in you an unshakable faith, a strength that only those chosen by Him can experience. And although the world may not understand, you will know that your journey is guided by a divine purpose. God knows your pains, your fears, and your doubts. He knows how hard you have fought, how many times you were close to giving up, and yet you remained strong. Because even on the hardest days, you chose to trust and to believe. This faith is precious to God, and He honors the perseverance of His children. Remember the words of Jesus, "In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart. I have overcome the world." These words are for you. No matter how hard the struggle may be, Jesus has overcome for you. And He is the one who walks by your side, who fights your battles, who calms your soul. You were chosen for something great, for a mission that surpasses human understanding. And that is why trials arise, for they are like the fire that purifies gold. God is refining you, making you stronger, more resilient, and closer to Him. Trust that each challenge is an opportunity to grow spiritually, to experience God's power and love in an even deeper way. And with every step you take, know that all of heaven is on your side. There is a purpose in all this. God is preparing the way and taking care of every detail, even those you cannot yet see. What is a struggle today will be a testimony of faith and triumph tomorrow. Stay faithful, knowing that the Lord never fails and that in due time, He will fulfill everything He has promised. Thank you for staying with us until now. May these words have brought you comfort and strengthened your faith. If this video touched your heart, share it with someone who also needs to hear this message. You can make a difference in someone else's life. Stay with us and watch the next video that will appear on the screen. May God bless each one of you and strengthen you in your battles.